Her eyes are not just windows, they are galaxies untold, each glance a thousand stories, each blink a universe of light. When she looks at him with love, the world falls silent in awe. Mountains bow, oceans still, even the stars pause to listen. Her eyes are the desert's night, endless, calm, yet fierce with fire. They hold the secrets of creation and the promise of eternal love. He seeks no treasure beyond them, no jewel nor crown compares, for in her gaze he finds his home, his purpose, his strength, his peace. O beloved, when your eyes meet his, he forgets the weight of crowns. He remembers only that he is yours, a man bound by sacred love. Your eyes are the map of his journey, the compass when he is lost, the rivers that quench his thirst, the stars that guide his nights. Even falcons lower their wings, even stallions pause in their run. When your eyes with gentle fire shine brighter than the sun. Her eyes hold kindness and power, shine brighter than the sun. Her eyes hold kindness and power, shine brighter than the sun. A softness that humbles his heart, and in their depth he discovers a kingdom greater than his own. He writes poems upon their memory, he carves verses from their light, for every word he ever spoke was born from her eternal gaze. Her eyes are the mirror of heavens, reflecting the truth of his soul. They see beyond the crown he wears, to the man who longs for her love. When she looks at him with silence, he hears the voice of eternity, a language beyond all tongues, a wisdom beyond all books. Her eyes carry oceans of patience, waves of kindness, tides of grace, and when he is weary from battles, they wash away the scars of life. O stars, you shine with borrowed light, for her gaze holds more than yours, a brilliance not born of fire, but of mercy and endless love. When he falters in the desert, lost among storms of doubt, her eyes are the guiding oasis, the promise of rest and peace. Her glance is a prayer unspoken, a blessing sealed without words. It tells him you are enough, even when the world demands more. No throne can rival their power, no jewel can match their glow, for in her eyes he finds creation, the reason his heart still beats. O beloved, guard this sacred gift, these eyes that hold his universe, for they are the gates of paradise, and the beginning of his forever. Her eyes are lanterns of midnight, shining when all else grows dim. They burn not with fire of stars, but with the warmth of mercy within. When she gazes upon him gently, his crown feels lighter than air, for her love strips away the weight, and leaves only peace in its place. Her eyes are like hidden gardens, where roses bloom without end. Each glance is a path of wonder, each blink a blessing untold. O beloved, in your gaze he finds the courage to face the world, the patience to bear his burdens, the joy to sing in silence. Your eyes are storms and calms together. They carry fire yet soothe with rain, a balance no artist could capture, a secret no poet can name. When he kneels before your beauty, it is not the throne he remembers, but the fire of your faithful gaze, that crowns him with endless love. Her eyes are the ink of his verses, the paper where his soul is written. Every poem he ever speaks aloud begins in the depth of her gaze. Even the falcons in flight are humbled, even the stallions bow in awe, for her eyes carry a majesty that nature itself cannot deny. And so he prays in stillness, not for treasures or lasting fame, but to always live in her gaze, where his universe forever shines. Her eyes are the verses of silence, spoken in the language of stars. Each glance is a sacred scripture, each blink a prayer fulfilled. When he is lost in thought, and the world feels heavy and cold, her eyes are the fire of belonging, the warmth that calls him home. Her eyes carry rivers of secrets, yet never withhold their grace. They pour kindness into his spirit, and cleanse the wounds of time. O desert sands, remember her gaze, for it tames the fiercest winds. O Arabian skies, guard her light, for it humbles even the moon. Her eyes are the twin horizons, where the sun both rises and sets. They hold eternity in their depths, and tomorrow within their shine. He seeks no throne beyond her, for her eyes are his empire vast, her glance his crown of mercy, her love his eternal reign. When shadows creep upon his path, and storms roar loud with doubt, her eyes are the torch he carries, that guides him to peace again. No jewel is cut so flawless, no pearl shines half as pure, for her eyes are heaven's treasure, unfading, eternal, secure. Her gaze is the bond unbroken, a vow that needs no word, for when her eyes rest upon him, he knows his soul is loved, and so he writes with devotion, each verse a humble gift, to the eyes that hold his universe, the eyes that complete his life. Her eyes are oceans uncharted, depths no sailor has ever known,
waves that rise with gentle calm, and tides that carry his soul. When she looks, the world grows quiet, as if creation holds its breath, for her gaze is the secret of beauty, the echo of heaven on earth. Her eyes are not bound by time, they shine with eternal flame, guiding him through shifting sands, through deserts of sorrow and doubt. O beloved, when your eyes meet his, the universe bends to listen, the stars draw nearer in wonder, and the moon softens its glow. Her eyes are wells of wisdom, pools of mercy, rivers of light, each glance an ocean of patience, each blink a promise of love. When storms roar loud within him, her gaze silences every fear, like a falcon returning to its nest. He finds his rest in her eyes. No crown of gold can rival them, no kingdom could ever compare, for in her eyes he is richer than rulers of every land. Her eyes are the poetry of silence, the verses that need no voice. They speak in the language of eternity, and bind his heart without chains. O desert winds, carry his vow, to protect the light they hold, for her eyes are the stars of his life, the universe he will never let go. And so he kneels before her, not as a prince or ruler proud, but as a man in humble devotion, to the eyes that complete his soul.
Her eyes are the gates of paradise, where mercy flows without end. They shine with both strength and gentleness, a balance only heaven could give. When he looks into their depths, he sees not just beauty, but truth, a truth that humbles his spirit and teaches him the meaning of love. Her eyes are dawn over the desert, softly painting the sands with gold. They rise like hope from silence, and promise the gift of peace. Even the falcons in flight pause, even stallions bow their heads, for her gaze holds a power unseen, that bends the heart of nature. When sorrow darkens his path, her eyes become lanterns of light, lifting the veil of despair, guiding him to calm once more. Her eyes are rivers of loyalty, unbroken, steady, and deep. Each glance a vow eternal, each blink a song of trust. O beloved, your eyes are the throne, where his heart sits without fear, the crown that shines above him, the home where his soul belongs. No jewel of earth, no pearl of sea, no treasure hidden in sands, can equal the glow of your gaze, the wealth that outlasts time. Her eyes are the compass of destiny, pointing always to love's true north, and as long as he lives in their light, his universe will never fall. So he writes and writes forever, his ink obeys only their shine, for in her eyes, his story begins, and in her eyes, it will never end. Her eyes are the melody of silence, songs unspoken, yet deeply heard, each glance a note of tenderness, each blink a hymn of love. When he feels the weight of kingdoms, and the desert winds test his strength, her eyes remind him gently that love is the root of power. Her eyes are lanterns of midnight, lighting paths no sun could reach. They guide him through unseen valleys, and carry him over storms. O beloved, when your gaze rests on him, the world itself seems to bow. Even the sky grows brighter, even the sea grows calm. Her eyes are eternal guardians, holding secrets of heaven's light. They guard his soul with mercy, and crown his heart with peace. He finds no fear in their depths, only endless fields of trust, for her gaze is a promise unbroken, a vow that binds beyond time. O falcons soaring above him, even you cannot rise so high, for her eyes hold galaxies greater than the skies you call your own. Her eyes are the fountain of poetry, where his verses draw their strength, each word a reflection of their glow, each line a tribute to her. And so he bows with quiet devotion, not before gold or throne, but before the eyes that hold him, the universe of his soul. Her eyes are his eternal horizon, the place where his journey ends, the place where his story begins, the place where his heart belongs. Her eyes carry the softness of dawn, like the desert sun when it first awakes, a golden hush of tenderness that wraps his heart in peace. He looks and forgets the noise, the calls, the crowns, the duties, for in her eyes lies sanctuary, a world untouched by burden. Her gaze is the bridge of eternity, where love flows without end. No river runs so ceaselessly, no wind travels so far. When storms roar above the palace, when clouds threaten the sky, her eyes break the thunder, her glance silences the rain. She speaks without speaking, her pupils write in flame, a language older than time, that only two hearts can read. Her eyes hold his memories, every victory, every tear. They are the mirrors of his soul, the keepers of his truth. In their glow he is not a ruler, not a prince nor a falcon's master, but only a man in love, grateful for the gaze that finds him. O beloved, your eyes are oceans, he dives and never drowns, for love is the tide that lifts him,
and eternity is the shore. Her eyes have no ending, only doorways to forever, and in them he walks freely, as the king of her heart. So he whispers to the night winds, let the world see its riches, but his treasure lies quietly shining in the eyes of his beloved wife. Her eyes are lanterns of loyalty, burning gently, never dim, guiding him through every shadow, leading him where peace begins. No jewel of the earth compares, no pearl of ocean's chest, for her eyes are rarer treasures than the crown upon his head. He bows not to golden palaces, nor to thrones that kings defend, but to the gaze of his beloved, where eternity finds its rest. Her eyes weave the stars together. They draw maps across the night. Every constellation bends closer to echo her radiant light. When falcons soar above dunes, their wings slicing endless skies, he sees her gaze in their flight, freedom alive in her eyes. Her eyes are wells of forgiveness. When the world feels sharp and cold, her mercy flows like water, restoring his weary soul. O beloved, in your eyes he finds not judgment, not pride, not distance, but a river of pure devotion, flowing silently, without end. Even time kneels in surrender to the timeless power they hold, for years cannot dim their fire, nor eternity steal their glow. Her eyes are the crown of his heart, the seal of every prayer, and with each glance exchanged, their love writes heaven's verse. So he carries her gaze as armor, stronger than iron or steel, for in her eyes he is eternal. In her eyes he is truly real. Her eyes are the secret sunrise that rises only for him, a dawn unseen by others, but shining deep in his soul. They are the compass of his spirit, the direction of his path. Even when the desert stretches endless, her gaze tells him where to go. O beloved, when you look at him, mountains soften, storms grow quiet, the world itself bows gently to the mercy in your sight. Her eyes are sanctuaries of trust, safe as a falcon's nest. He rests within their promise and finds his truest home. No throne, no crown, no title, no glory sung by men equals the wealth he treasures in the depths of her gaze. Her eyes are endless gardens where roses bloom without end, each petal a word of affection, each fragrance a vow renewed. He drinks from their quiet rivers, and thirst is gone forever, for love lives flowing in them, like rain in a thirsty land. When she blinks, the world pauses. When she smiles, the stars awaken. Her eyes become twin lanterns, lighting the palace of his soul. Of falcons, soar if you must, but you cannot rise as high, for her eyes have touched heavens, beyond even the reach of wings. And so he whispers softly, not to the crowd, nor to kings, but only to her listening eyes. You are my forever universe.